help people at the end of the day.
But that's also a way I think your policies protect you.
Yes.
You stick to this is what we stand for. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what I don't even.
You don't have
I'm
words
reaching
anymore.
I'm reaching for the right words, but you stand on your policies. Also bearing in mind that your product is not for everybody. Not everybody is gonna be happy with with your product or whatever you offer. And I think small business owners, they want to please each and every person. And at the end of the day, they find themselves overwhelmed and then they're all over the place and they can't manage their business anymore because they're being shunted around. But if you have that policy, you go back to your policy. You know what I mean? This is my customer service policy.
But I think it helps you also to decipher certain clients because as a business,
you obviously have to be tactful. You first have to feel your client.
You need to feel touch and go, but what I always, or in my experience, you need to do the thing and you need to look at you don't have to just chase the client away, but you also need to stand your ground because if you don't do that and just take each and every client, number one, you have a value that you need to put down. This is my value. Let's say, put a number there. Let's say 100 rand. This is my value that for this service I charge that.
Yeah.
Because why? You need to take the time, the effort to know how to get it done. That person wants to go say no, but I want to pay 50 rand. And then you just leave it at that. It's either take it or leave it because I can't waste my time, put it in wasting your time, but you need to also think of people you need to pay in your personal employees, so that's the amount and you just do it in a nice manner so that the person don't leave you.
Yeah. And you'll see that the difficult customers, they come back.
Yeah, they will come back eventually because they're going to realize.
They keep coming back. And, well, they're always difficult, but they come back, you know what I mean? So, I mean, clearly you're doing, if they come back, then clearly you're doing something right.
For me, I think is also a person who wants to do entrepreneurship. I don't mind paying someone a service because if you get the work done, one done, the only thing I'm going to ask is how long is it going to take?
Yeah.
Because that's very important. Time management and scheduling, that is very important for a person who goes into business. Because you can't waste time on certain stuff, especially when you also have a time limit. Or let's say there's a contract coming up, but you need certain compliances to fit that. And now you offer a service, but there's people is nonchalant, they don't care, and that's gonna make you a bit angry because you have a deadline that you need to meet as well. I want to know, is there any future plans for the business? Besides the business, is there any other stuff you want to go into?
There's definitely some stuff. We want to branch out to outside of Cape Town. I'm not going to share my ideas.
No, your ideas, just touch on it basically, what you want to go into.
But we want to take the same concept to like other provinces. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think that is going to be a bit difficult, especially when you need to, let's say you started in Cape Town, now you go to Joburg or to Durban, now you need to basically travel all over.
I don't think like the target should be like the major cities. Our target is in the major cities.
What up in developed cities?
We want to work with the smaller towns.
Yeah.
You see, where there is opportunity, like Carnarvon is a very good example of. People don't know about all the development that's going on there, but there's a lot of small businesses that get jobs from these corporates. So
That is my plan. So now, the other thing is every morning you wake up. What motivates and inspires you to wake up as an entrepreneur?
Do I have something?
You stayed up in the morning going out to do some business.
I think I practice certain habits.
Habits.
Habits, yeah.
Specific one?
Like you wake up and then you put on your. I have these wabakus that I put on in the morning. That's like my cue for. I have to go.
Wabaki suit Chinese.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, the wabaki
It
suit.
looks like a croc, but it's
No, I
not
saw
a
it.
croc. It's a
It looked almost like if you see the.
spaceship.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh, is it that one?
You see that?
I thought of the other one.
The
It looked
cream
like
one.
that.
You see
The
that?
doll shoes.
No, man, the cream one.
Yeah.
It looks almost like a spaceship. You see that one?
So you're going out to space. Oh, like that, right here.
It's comfortable. But anyway, I put those shoes on. That's my cue. I have to go on the treadmill.
Okay.
Then I do. Why am I going through the routine? What I'm trying to say is, there isn't like inspiration or motivation or whatever. It's a routine. It's a bigger picture, man. It's who I wanna be.
Okay.
So I try and implement like certain habits that contribute to who I wanna be. So it's not about like inspiration is there today, tomorrow it's gone.
Yeah.
Motivation you have this morning, like 2 hours later, it's, but the
I think
things
you basically designing a discipline for what you want to achieve.
yes, but I see it as a routine because
Okay.
if it's routine, then it's like it's autopilot.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
It's
if you say it's a routine, if something you didn't do you feel misplaced or?
Yeah, but I think that's more to do with ADHD. But I tell myself it's okay. As long as you don't skip another day or another week. But yeah, I don't make a big deal out of things that I skip anymore. Like yeah, it's just about.
So we just want to have a touch back on it. You did say you're a single mom. So how do you deal with work-life balance?
It comes back to habits.
Is it?
It's the So first you look at what's important. Your child is important. Your business, you need your business. You need to put food on the table and school and all of those things. So you look at what's important and you build your routine around that.
Okay.
You understand? Which is why you can ask Shante from 2 o'clock once she comes, or I like to finish my most important tasks before 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I know that you could say from 2 o'clock in the afternoon I am a mother again.
Oh.
So after 2 o'clock, it's about but sorry, he doesn't have ticks now and fleas. It's the fleas sometimes, but he doesn't have ticks. Don't worry.
And I believe we have a live audience here with us. It's not behind the scenes, it's like live.
Yeah, so it's about the habits that you build around your day, so that you can, because you want to be a good business person, you want to be a good mother, you want to be a good friend. So you do as much as you can with the time that you have.
It's probably the scheduling coming. Does it sometimes feel a bit different, like you need to switch roles, man, like you're a boss and now you need to be a mother, just kind and loving.
But I'm also
do you boss your child also around?
Well, she's very bossy. I feel like she's bossy.
So she's bossing you, then you're the employee, she's the boss.
But I'm also a very, I think I'm a loving and kind, I won't say boss, but employer, facilitator, leader.
Is that your leadership style? Are you present?
Yeah, you practice a lot of patience and not patient every day though. But most days I'm patient and I have empathy and I see my staff as human beings.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Not as robots or numbers.
Yeah, or just you have to do your work and I also have this what you might call it. So to me, if you work for me, I don't care where you do your job from. You can do it under the blankets, you can do it in the toilet, you can do it in a bar, you can do it wherever.
You feel comfortable
Table
working.
mounted. Just get the work done so that the customer can be happy. So that's kind of the culture that we have in Atbiz. That is what it's about. It's about getting the work done. I don't care much for you have to be at work at 5 to 8 or quarter to 8 or we don't have clock machines and it's modern, you know what I mean?
But I think that is where the trends come in because back in the day, okay, if we go back to history, they started with the sweep, 2 years and that's work. Now it comes more to a formal time where you're clocking, and now in the age that we are living in, it's more like relaxation.
It's chilled. It's chilled, but getting things done and at the same time growing. Because I don't want. Remember, the more your employees grow, the more your company grows.
Or the positive mindset that they have, the more your company.
So you can't abuse your employees. If you're gonna abuse them, then they're just simply not gonna perform.
They feel under stress and they don't want to come, and they're gonna take sick. They're gonna do what they want. Okay, like you can't take toilet breaks because they freelance at home, so it's not gonna apply for them there. So that is basically how you motivate your team in being more comfortable for yourself.
Yeah, be comfortable, but there's also something that we have. We actually just started with the key performance indicators. So you do get rated. But it's all about output. Is the customer happy? Did you do it efficiently? That sort of thing. But I'm not like I don't hammer on it. It's I analyze and then I do like bi-weekly KPIs and then your total score you get like at the end of the quarter. And then obviously there's a monetary value to your
But I think if you give like a performance rate, obviously they're gonna take it serious and they are gonna get stuff done, because if I know I'm gonna get some reward at the end, I'm gonna also push to do it.
Yeah, and the KPI is also important because if you're working from bed, it's winter now.
Yeah, it's cold.
If you're working from bed, then it's gonna be hard to perform. You're gonna be tempted to watch a movie and binge, and you know what I mean. At the end of the day, don't get work done. So that's also the importance of the KPI. But it's more about the customer, you know what I mean. You just want the customer. There's no better feeling than a customer coming back to you and
big customer.
Thank you so much. You know, because of this, that, and the other, we were able to get such and such opportunity. So yeah.
It's probably like you can say heartwarming to hear stuff like that, where you can help you.
Especially in this community, because it's a small community and we all know each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like and I don't know if you have that same feeling, but like if this person is from Atlantis or this person is from, it's like it's my people.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
the people vibe. Yeah, you must help your people.
My peoples. And maybe we should remove Bruno from our life.
I want to know, like, what common mistakes businesses or upcoming businesses that you see while you're doing your business, what common mistakes do they do?
I'd say business owners don't practice proper financial management. That's always a down. That's where businesses in general fail.